So basically, Dick Cheney, who is a senior Republican figure, has failed to endorse Donald Trump. What does this portend? Mustafa, you can dive in from here.
Okay, so welcome everybody. I already know what I think it portends, but I'm going to start with Saeed, who's also like me. He's a Trump fan, so up Trump, vote for Trump. But Saeed, why do you think Dick Cheney, who's a Republican, same party as Trump, and he's now betraying Trump? What do you think the answer is? Yeah, why is he doing that?
Okay, good day, everyone.
Even yeah,
So on the Dick Cheney endorsing Trump, not endorsing Trump, I don't think it's going to have any significant impact in the voting and voters. Uh, his daughter, which is Liz Cheney, we
yeah,
all know where he was heading.
yeah,
Before even at last election, Liz Cheney did not support Donald Trump. So
yeah,
uh, this does not come as the news to anybody. We already know, like father, like daughter. So, and they are really, really not a Trump fan. So we all know that they are leaning onto Democrats. So they are just remaining in the
yes, yes,
Republican Party just for destroying Trump's sake.
yeah.
So
So
on
continue.
the
Sorry, you
endorsement
continue.
part, I don't think it's going to make any impact in Trump's the even the current survey now reveals that Trump is actually leading Kamala Harris.
Oh, he's
They even
leading. He's leading.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is leading it. And I know that even for the fact that the result of the survey is manipulated by CNN and mainstream media, still yet he's still leading. Now imagine real life if they bring out the real the real survey, you will see that how, because I don't see how someone will want to vote for a vice president that has no whatever she's promising now. People are now asking the most defeating factor is people are now asking Kamala Harris that you are promising this, you are promising that. You are currently in government. Why are you not doing all these things you're talking about? So
Oh, of course.
that argument alone has already defeated whatsoever she wants to say.
Okay, and here's the thing. She's not even promising much. She said that we want Israel to stop killing children in Palestine, but she never said that. But then in the same minute, she said we will continue to give Israel money. That means she's not
Exactly.
promising. She's not promising anything. Let me tell you something. She's not promising anything. She said, "Please, Israel, stop bombing Palestine, but we will
They are
still support you."
even what she just said too. They are in government. Why can't she talk to her boss? And we all know that
Oh no, 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 no. And the thing,
her boss is not even available. So right now he is the de facto government, the de facto president at the moment.
oh
Because
yeah, no, no.
Joe Biden is nowhere to be found.
I'm going to keep it real. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they know who their boss is. They know
Of
who
course,
their boss is.
of
Now,
course.
let me tell you something. If Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney are betraying their own party member, it goes to show you that the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are the same party, and Trump has hijacked the Republican followers. Trump is not a Republican. The problem that the Republicans have is they don't like him because, like we say in Nigeria, Egunje and or what is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Ojoro, Ojoro, Ojoro.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
Ojoro. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party are the same party, and they've been destroying Americans. And what happens? I'm not a Trump supporter, but what happens is whether you like Trump or not, he's an outsider, and he's
yeah,
not part of their scam. So
yeah,
Trump might be a scam artist, but he's not part of their scam. So the Republicans will rather see Harris win than Trump because Harris is also their friend and Trump is an outsider. I'll tell you the truth. Trump is not for America. He's not for anybody. He's for himself. He's a businessman. Sort of like the guy in Nigeria that won the elections, but he died. Abiola. He's a
But
businessman. So Trump is smart.
if I can counter that your way of thought, the thing
Yeah.
is people are saying Trump is this, Trump is that. Kindly let us remind people are demonizing now, and they are saying he will destroy democracy, he will do that. Even what you just said now, that he's a businessman. This is somebody that he has already done 4 years already. He has not
Oh,
done
yeah.
any of these things.
Sorry,
Any
can
of
I
these things
interrupt you? Can I interrupt you? Can I interrupt you?
accusing
I don't think Trump is against America, and I don't think he's bad. But I think he's a businessman. But I think because he's a businessman,
Of course, he's a businessman,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And also because he's a businessman, he's looking out for his business interests, which is why I think Trump will join BRICS. Trump said that we said need to stop giving money to NATO. We're giving money to France. F France. We're giving money to Britain. We're giving money to these people to support them. Why are we doing that? They don't pay any money. So Trump is a businessman. He's smart. He said F those countries. He shook hands with Kim Jong-il from Korea. I think that's a good thing. Everybody calls Kim Jong-il a terrorist. No, the U.S. government is the biggest terrorist in the world. Trump brought peace between Korea and America. Trump was favorable. He wasn't friends with, but he was favorable to Putin. That's good. To me, Russia and China.
Under this Biden government, North Korea nuclear arsenal has increased.
Yeah. Because the U.S. under Biden and Harris, the U.S. has taken a negative approach to China and to Russia and to Korea. And with the Russian war, the U.S. is helping Ukraine for what? Russia has never aggressed against the U.S. The Biden regime and the Harris regime has brought the world closer to a world war, and now they're giving money to Taiwan. Also, China.
Russia is not even the aggressor. Same thing as this China that they are even accusing China now. China now is not dominating Africa. U.S. sleeping. U.S. CIA. FBI,
and also the U.S. is giving military money.
Why they take over? Why they took over Nigeria and the rest of the Africa? Why they are giving out money? You are saying China is bad. But China is giving
so
out
here's the problem.
soft loans.
China has surpassed America.
You are there.
So here's the problem. China has the cheapest production cost in the world. So now American production is going to China, and Americans don't have jobs. Number two, now China has overtaken America in tech. So now Chinese people are taking IT jobs from Americans. And third of all, China is doing deals with Russia, with Mali, with those countries that have uranium, and they're doing business.
Yeah.
So they're stealing money. So the U.S. identifies them as an enemy. And now the U.S. under Biden has been giving money.
U.S. too is doing the same underneath. So
what China is doing.
What it's all about.
So what I'm saying is that what China is doing is above board. China comes to your agreements. The U.S. doesn't do trade agreements. They tell you, if you don't agree, we'll kill you and we'll put someone in office who does.
Exactly. And they do that. And they've been doing that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, but the second problem is that not only is China producing cheaper labor, they're now producing the best IT people. So now they've destroyed America's economy. And now Biden is giving money to Taiwan to start a civil war against China. So what I'm saying is that the U.S. leaders now are pushing the world closer to a nuclear war because they feel powerless because they are not smart economically.
China. But how do they expect that tiny country to go against a whole China?
I have a question for you. How did they expect Ukraine to beat Russia? It's the same thing.
Of course, it's not going to happen. Even when the whole thing started, I know that there is some undertone of American pushing this, pushing that.
Let's pivot. We want to get to a fight, but let's pivot. When Sankara, not Sankara, when who's the leader from that took over, kicked the French out? It's Mali, it's Nigeria, and the other country.
Burkina Faso.
Mali too.
Burkina Faso. When they kicked out the French, the first thing the U.S. did was they told Tinubu to send troops to fight them. When Tinubu sends Nigerian troops to fight them,
what you just said now is true. There's a memo to that.
Yeah. So, but my point being is that when Tinubu sends troops to them, and those guys are ready, and they have support from China and Russia. Will the U.S. help them? So what I'm trying to say, they tried to make Nigeria the way they're trying to make Ukraine and Russia go fight for us. Then when you fight for them and you destroy your country, they don't help you. That's all I have to say. What are your thoughts, Afalabi? Then we'll get back to Saeed.
Yeah, basically, I think Donald Trump has a very strong grassroots base. And whatever it is that Dick Cheney is saying won't affect much of his candidacy. You know,
No,
in the
no, it
Republican
won't. It
Party,
won't affect.
the Republican Party is factioned. There's the GOP, the Grand Old Party, guard, which I think Dick Cheney belongs to, and Trump has his own loyalists too. And traditionally, the Grand Old Party guard usually do not like Donald Trump, but because of the strength of his grassroots base, I don't think it would affect his candidacy per se. And the rhetoric that
No, it won't.
Donald Trump is projecting is more of policy and not of identity. If you look at Kamala Harris, there's really not much
Yes.
in terms of policies, very superficial. The policies that Trump wants to push in his presidency are very clear and unambiguous. So I think whatever it is Dick Cheney has done would not sway any of the loyalists.
No, it won't. It won't. And let me say something, Afolabi.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris has already said her policy. When she accepted the nomination for president, she said that, let me make it clear, America will continue to support Israel. That is her only policy. She says that America will continue to fund the Ukrainian war. Trump says that they will not fund the Ukrainian war anymore, which makes Trump the lesser of two evils. The reason I say Trump is evil is because Trump will still help Israel bomb Palestine, but he won't help Ukraine fight.
Of course.
Harris will do
But
both.
he already said, if I may comment, Trump already said that he's going to make, maybe under 48 hours, he's going to stop the war between Israel and the Palestinians.
Did he say that? I thought he said it's for Ukraine too.
He's going to support Israel, definitely, of course. He's a Christian. And also, he said he's going to make it stop. He knows that he has to stop.
But let me ask you a question. This is a question off the topic. Can you be a Christian if you bomb Palestinians? If you bomb children of so under the Bible you have what's his name? Who was Moses?
I understand what you're trying to say, but
so under the Bible, Christians and Muslims are cousins.
Okay. It is definitely not okay to even kill another human being, not to talk of whether it's a Muslim or a Christian. It is not okay to kill any human being. So that alone, you already supersede the argument of whether
Ishmael and Isaac, they're brothers. So why is the U.S. fighting? If you're a Christian, the point I'm making, if you're a Christian, you have to love Islam because they both have the same as Ishmael and Isaac.
Almost the same guidelines and so.
Yeah, and they both believe in one God, but we don't want to go into religion. What you said is right. So, but the point that you said, Trump said that he will end the Israel problem, and he said that he will end the Ukraine problem. I believe him because Trump is a businessman. He's a man of action, which is why they don't like him. Because Trump's vision, to be honest with you, his vision is that the U.S. and China and Russia actually need to work together since they're the most powerful countries in the world. If those three countries are working...
The reason, and I want to chip in this, please, I don't know what you're doing, but if there's a way you can tell somebody around you there, whether at work or your family or something, you guys shouldn't go the route of Nigeria, that we keep mute, we allow this Tinubu government to come in, because we are thinking that it's going to happen. Because let me not lie to you, with the way I'm seeing things from Nigeria, if Kamala Harris becomes you guys' next president, transgender is going to be all over. LGBTQ is going to take over.
Yeah.
You guys won't have any culture, any kind of morals anymore. And you can see how it is affecting your military, it is affecting your economy, it is affecting your reputation all over the world. People wouldn't take you serious. People would take you guys as a joke. So it is best you guys go for Donald Trump now that is promising you guys America first. Every country, every president of the country.
So what I would say is I believe that transgenders and co should have basic rights. Now, let me tell you something. If you're a man and you tell me you're a woman and you now want to box females in boxing, I disagree. But if you want people to...
You can imagine. They have already overstepped their bounds.
Yeah, but if you want to say... if you want to say that you're a female,
okay,
if you want to say that you're a female,
something else?
If you're a man and you want to say you're a female, I won't agree, but I'll leave you alone. But the major problem is that the Democrats are focusing on gender identity, but they're not focusing on race. In America, black people live worse than any other black people in the world. As a black person, I prefer Nigeria to America because in America, if you're a black person and you drive a Mercedes, the police will stop you and think you're a drug dealer. So I don't care about sexuality identity. What I care about is the prospering of black people around the world. This
now,
identity,
even the black ish that you're talking about now, we have a black president. What did he do to the black community?
You mean Obama?
Yes, Barack Obama. Yes.
Oh no, he messed them up, and he also messed up Africa. He bombed Libya.
And this guy tenure, that's Trump. You can see how blacks are getting jobs now. The illegal immigrants, as I read, they're already taking over black jobs. You are over there. You can confirm that.
Not only that, let me give you a story. I'm going to make this short, then I'm going to plug in my phone because my battery is almost about to die. So in Chicago and in New York, they closed down schools in black neighborhoods. They closed down the schools and said, you have to go home and do school from home because they needed to bring those schools to house illegal immigrants.
You can imagine that.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's a true story, though.
It's a true story. So you guys talk. What do you think about that, Afalabi? I'm going to charge my phone. Okay.
Yeah, basically what I'm just saying is that it's strategic for Trump to align with the likes of Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and Vivek Ramaswamy. These are people that have massive following, and they're going to help the campaign, especially someone like Elon Musk. They aren't just random endorsements. They are people with a lot of following. And if you look at
yeah, you cut off for a second. Repeat yourself, Afalabi. Start from begin again.
Yeah, I'm saying it's critical for Donald Trump to be aligning with the likes of Elon Musk and Tulsi Gabbard, as well as Vivek Ramaswamy as well. These are big names with massive following.
Yeah.
And they bring different demographics into the Trump orbit. So it's crucial for him strategically to align with people like this. Pulling tech-savvy crowd and libertarians is going to help his campaign. I think that's a step in the right direction, basically.
Okay, sorry. Can I jump in for a second? So Donald Trump now signed in Kennedy's son, John Kennedy's son, Kennedy.
Yeah.
So Kennedy has joined Donald Trump's.
The one that was an attorney.
And Kennedy wanted to be a Democrat, but they wouldn't let him. Yeah. So Kennedy wanted to be a Democrat, but they told him get the F out. So he went to Trump, and now his voters will vote for Trump. So, and Kennedy is a libertarian. So I'm not 100% with the libertarians because the libertarians believe that government shouldn't spend on police and stuff. It should be private. But at least they are fair. They don't believe that our money should be spent to bomb Israel or to fight Ukraine. At least if the government doesn't give you anything, don't spend our money on those rubbish. If you're going to tax us, spend it on subsidies and roads. What do you think, Saeed? Yeah.
Yeah, I was about mentioning that with Elon Musk and Vivek and Tulsi Gabbard and some other prominent faces now endorsing Trump. I think, imagine, just take a look at the names I just called now and look at the names that are supporting Harris. I think some CEOs of 88 people combining of some CEOs and stuff. They too, because they saw how Elon Musk is moving, they now endorse Harris, thinking it's going to fly or something. You can't compare Elon Musk and this. And this is to let you know that Trump really actually meant well. He's already saying it that Elon Musk is going to handle some of his government finances. We all know that Tulsi Gabbard, people are already pitching Tulsi Gabbard to go into the defense Ministry of Defense or something. I don't know what you guys call it.
Yeah.
So you can see that he's already forming a team already. He has
a team.
That's a visionary leader.
Harris doesn't have an agenda. She doesn't have a plan.
She doesn't. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't even know what to do. Okay, now the Republicans they did a primary. The
Democrats didn't do a primary. They didn't do one.
The Democrats didn't do any primaries. They just randomly picked her, and you can see what is going on.
And that's a very strong point.
You can see what is going on. That's why I can tell you for a fact that if if your election is not rigged, because I believe your last election 2020 was rigged.
No, it was rigged. It was rigged. It was rigged. You know how it was rigged? It was rigged because of during COVID. They said that people can vote from home, and there were a lot of fraudulent votes.
And I don't know how you guys do it. Ballot paper, sending ballot paper to unknown people that you can't verify, and you expect that election to be 100% verified. It can't work. These are common sense. So I believe this year's election is going to be different than the other one, and I believe it is going to be a landslide.
So let me tell you the truth. So what's happening is that because Kamala Harris is she calls herself black. I don't believe she's black. Even her dad doesn't love her. Her dad doesn't talk to her. No, she's black. Here's what I mean. Yeah, Kamala Harris's dad is black, but he doesn't talk to her because he doesn't. What I want to say that because he doesn't agree with her politics. He doesn't agree. Kamala Harris doesn't identify with her black population, but now that she wants to become president,
even a black background from the father side, she doesn't agree with it. Even there's a video that Trump posted where she was asked, I think they're cooking something, that she was asked about her race or something. She mostly identified being an Indian, and being a black. Now that
and her dad, and she didn't mention her dad. So, and she put a lot of black Americans in jail when she was the governor of California. She was not governor, she was the district attorney.
Because of marijuana smoking.
Yeah, but she ignored evidence. She ignored evidence which exonerated them. So what I'm saying is that Harris is trying to get black people to vote, and she changed her accent. She's trying to talk like a black American. Oh, I want to ask you people to help me now. She changed her voice.
You said that too, right?
We're not going to vote. I'm going to end with this. Obama's mother is white. Obama's dad was from Kenya. America will never vote for someone who both of their parents are black. And a lot of people on TV, when they ask them who you're going to vote for, they say Harris because they are ashamed to say they're going to vote against her because they think you call them racist. So what I'm saying is that the polls show that it's a tie. It's actually Trump leading, but because a lot of people aren't telling the truth that they don't want to vote for a black woman.
Exactly. I don't believe the polls at all. Let me not. When I look at the polls, even I was like, how can they tell me this election is closed? What is
Said, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. How was it that Trump was almost killed and you're former president? So the point I'm making is that the U.S. government tried to get rid of him. They're desperate. They want Trump out. So they're even lying about the polls now, because if you lie about the polls, it'll defeat the morale of your followers, of Trump's followers. And they were like, oh, Trump is losing. File. I won't vote. I'll stay at home. You understand what I'm saying? They're lying about the real polls because they want Trump's followers to become defeated and not vote. I'm not going to lie to you. I will vote for Trump, but I don't think Trump is a good person, but I'm just telling the truth. The U.S. is not one of them. Harris is one of them.
Exactly.
A few thoughts by you before we go to
if I happen to be an American, that is why I will even want to vote for Trump.
Oh no, that's why. Let me tell you why I'm voting for Trump.
Why are you guys saying all these things? Let
me tell you why I'm voting for Trump. Let me tell you why I'm voting for him.
I think even Trump promoters and his aides and whoever that's working underneath him, promoting him, I think they are not doing enough job by
no, they want him to lose. They want him to lose. They want him to lose.
Yeah, because there's this thing that it defeats every of the Democrat argument that Trump is going to destroy Democrats. The only thing I expect them to be saying is to tell people that they are saying Trump is going to defeat is going to destroy democracy. Why didn't he do it in his first 4 years? Why didn't he do that?
No, he didn't do it.
The economy is good. If not, even the same thing, the COVID that the Democrats used to defeat him, everybody now know that COVID is a man-made disease. And the errors that they are saying, even the treatment, he was trying to let people know that this thing can treat this thing early, and even it is not as worse as the CNN and co are painting it. Everybody now sees that what he's saying is true.
And also, the Democrats destroyed the American economy because they told people don't go to work, stay at home. No,
exactly.
I hate to say this. Let me speak. Let people die from COVID. It's not that many. the number of people who died from COVID is not as bad as the number of people who died from poverty because you shut down the
Exactly.
American economy.
It's not
You
even
understand
as
what I'm
much
saying?
as a lot. Some of the numbers they gave, a lot didn't die from COVID. Do you know that?
No,
Some
it was secondary. They died from pneumonia, from cancer. I had COVID. I
yes,
didn't die. I didn't die. It's secondary.
yes. Now,
So
I can tell you for a fact that even I think during that period, because I have fever too, I have all
yeah,
the
I had it.
symptoms of COVID,
Yeah, yeah.
and I didn't go out. I just take Agbo. I take my traditional herbs, and I'm fine. I take
So
Panadol.
let me tell you what I think they should have done.
I take Panadol, and I'm fine.
So let me tell you what they should have done. You can go to work, but you have to wear a mask. But they weren't enough with masks. They said stay at home. They ruined the world economy by telling
They
people to stay
ruined
at
the
home.
world economy.
Yeah. So, Afolabi,
I
what are your
think
thoughts?
big
This is a
pharma,
hot
big
show.
pharma, big pharma. It's big pharma.
Yeah.
Big
No,
pharma
no.
destroyed the world.
COVID made money for the people who did vaccination. It made money for
Of
them.
course. Serious.
So, Afolabi, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I feel the Democrats should have done primaries. I think they're more credible candidates than Kamala Harris, since they decided
Yeah.
not to do primary and throw their weight behind Kamala Harris. I think right now I'm swaying my votes in the direction of Trump. And I guess that's why the Obamas were reluctant initially to back Kamala Harris. They expected a shootout among the Democratic Party because they felt there were better, positioned Democrats.
Oh, they were, like Gavin Newsom from California.
Yes. But since that never happened and the donations were overwhelming in Kamala Harris' favor, they had to throw away behind her. A lot of Democrats are not convinced she's going to win. That's just basically what.
No, let me tell you, she's not going to win. Let me tell you, you can take $1 million from me. She's going to lose abysmally. When Kamala Harris talks, she laughs. She's afraid to do she was afraid to do a debate with Biden, but she finally agreed.
Even
because
this upcoming debate that they want to do, I think tomorrow or next tomorrow,
Tuesday.
We are now hearing stories now that he might even opt out because he's feeling it that it's going to be bad.
Oh, she's going to get whooped. She's going to get whooped. Yeah. Okay, so let's end because it's Sunday and we want to celebrate Nigeria's victory. But I'm going to give you 2 minutes, Said, for last thoughts. Then we'll go to Afolabi. But we're going to continue this on Wednesday. This is a continuing show. Road to the White House. Vote for Trump.
Road to the White House. You guys should do that. You guys should try. Okay, my last one. I think Americans watching right now, Nigerians and Americans living in US that can vote, that are eligible to vote. I'm praying, I'm hoping and wishing that you vote for Trump because don't let the Democrats turn your America to something that Trump is doing to Nigeria. Just because of our negligence, just because of our docility, and just because of our, we believe so much in the election and election empire that they are going to do the right thing.
No, it's the same thing in America. Americans have trust in both parties. Yeah.
Don't just vote alone. Protect your vote. We all know that your electoral process is a little bit weak. There are some there are some holes that are vulnerable for election malpractices. So protect your vote. Go out there, sensitize people, and make sure you vote for Trump. Trump is going to make your America great again. He doesn't have any other thing in his head than to just make America great again. You guys need to come on top because we are missing the whole world police. Because we all know that you guys are the world police.
Please, no more. We don't want them as the police. How can you be the world police, but you're letting people in Palestine, children, get killed? Nah. But thank you.
Exactly, because you have bad president and bad leaders. If you have good leaders. Police, whether you like it or not. The problem is because you guys have bad leaders at the moment and you guys are not doing your job. That is why you can see that some government are
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing? The UN Security Council is supposed to be the world police. So to me, the world police should be China, Brazil, these powerful countries. Until they allow us to join the world police, it's not legal. You understand what I'm saying? We need to have Nigeria, South Africa, USA, China, Russia, Brazil, maybe Venezuela, these big countries. And unless all 6 countries say yes, we can't do anything. But the US continues to override the UN, and that's a big problem. What do you think? Yeah. Saeed, what do you think? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That is
Yeah.
the way to go. But you can see all the countries that you mentioned now, only few have a very credible leaders, and they are really
Yeah.
taking care of their own citizens. Look at
Yes.
Nigeria that you mentioned now. Our president is not even thinking of this. He's not thinking of future for us. He's just taking and taking and
Let me
taking
tell
and
you something.
taking.
Let me tell you something. Murtala Muhammad, he said that it's racist if they fly a plane over America, over Nigeria, they'll shoot it down. We actually need more leaders like Murtala Muhammad and some of these military guys that were disciplined. I'm serious. I know
Discipline.
people
We
don't
need
like
a
military government, but
disciplinarian.
we need those types of leaders.
Yes,
Or like Mugabe in
that is why
Zimbabwe.
you can see some government that they have a visionary leader, the rapid growth that they are having.
Jerry
Singapore,
Rawlings,
China,
Jerry
and
Rawlings,
all these countries.
Ghana. Yeah.
You can see if you don't, we don't have any, even at the moment. I don't think we have any in Africa at the moment. Even the
No,
Paul Kagame,
maybe those
Paul
guys,
Kagame
Traore, those guys in
that is going to
maybe
do
those
well.
guys in
I don't know.
maybe those guys in Mali and those countries that kicked the French out.
Yeah,
Traore and those guys.
they are doing a
Burkina
good job.
Faso. Yeah.
Only that they are just military rulers. If I were there, if I were them, I would just dismantle the whole constitution and create a people's constitution.
And do
Because
elections.
most of African countries, we don't have people's constitution, a constitution written by people, from the people and by the people. It is something that is written by the elites. And whatever the elites right on behalf of the masses is not going to work.
No,
So
I
I
agree
think
with you.
that's the root cause of the problem of Africa that we
Yeah,
have
and
right now.
also, so like in those countries where they have military, change the constitution, then have elections. But the military needs to enforce the constitution. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Last thoughts are Falabi. Thank you guys. We'll continue. This thing is sweet, so every day sweet, but we have to go. Okay, go.
Yeah, just to say that well, we want America to be great again, but more importantly, we want the world to be more peaceful. And the fastest route to peace is Donald Trump, basically. That's all I have to say.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He's not the best. He's the best of two evils, and he's not totally either, but he's the best option of the two of between him and Harris. Okay, thank you. I want to thank a special thank you to Saeed. Saeed is new to our group, but over the last month he's been very valuable, and we want to say we love you and God bless you. Thank you very much. And I also want to say a special thank you. I'm going to cry. Thank you to Afolabi, who works very hard and has made our channel very, very good. He does our thumbnails and he does the research and everything. So I want to thank both of you guys. I love you very much. And we're going to be back on Wednesday. Good night, guys. Okay. Very good show. Thank you, guys. Okay. Okay.